Hi everyone, I thought I'd give an update because I had some news today. Uh, I've got a bit of a cold, so I'm trying to remember everything as much as I can. There was a lot to process, and yeah, so I just thought I'd say what's happening. So my partner's sperm results came back, and um, basically we knew his sperm wasn't good. We knew he would have like low motility, but that's kind of all we knew because that was just from a private home kit test. So this was an NHS test that we were awaiting for the results for, and he we got it back. Sorry if I'm out of breath, by the way. I don't even remember if I said it already, but I have a cold at the moment, or a flu at the moment, so I'm a bit ill. But yeah, so he got his results back today from the NHS sperm thing, semen analysis, and his morphology is meant to be over 4%, and it was 0.00%. So, like, that basically means that all of his semen, all of his sperm are the wrong shape and size, basically. And he has very high amounts of dead sperm. He has very low count of sperm, concentration of sperm. And there was something else as well, but I can't remember. So all in all, it was really bad. Apart from, like, he's not shooting blanks, but he's shooting so bad that there's no way that he could ever impregnate somebody naturally, so that's straight away IVF, right? Straight away ICSI. And then I got my results back. I had some blood works done recently, and I got the results back from them, and then today was the consultants. The gynecologist called me and wanted to like go through my bloods, and they were happy with them considering my medical background and my marina coil that I have to have in me right now. They were very happy with the results of my blood work. The problem was they've been really good. Like, I'm really lucky where I am. I'm rural, so they have, the staff here have a bit more time for you, and they have a bit more time to take on board your desires, but also have the time to sit on the phone with you and talk about your options and stuff. And basically, I have a medical history where I had endometrial hyperplasia, and if left, that would have developed into cancer. And I'm at high risk of developing that again, which is why I have the marina coil in. I'm at extremely high risk because basically my body just creates a super thick lining as soon as possible, and it just never ends. And that's what causes the issue. And so they've been very understanding of my desires to have children, but they were also very clear that I will need a hysterectomy. Now, I know that I knew I'd have to have a hysterectomy at some point in the future. I was thinking in my mid-50s or early 50s, maybe late 40s, mid to late 40s at most, because of this risk of hyperplasia constantly. But they're saying that my risk might, and I'm just speaking of me, so if you've got hyperplasia, please don't take me as an example, but for me, and my results and my blood work and my womb and all the rest of it, I have to have basically I've only got a couple of years to have a child, 1 to 2 kids if I can, through IVF, before I'm going to be referred to have a hysterectomy. Sorry, my brain is fried today. This flu is like killing me. So the original plan was to take about a year and a half to 2 years to lose the amount of weight I needed to lose it sensibly and healthily, to be able to keep it off. If I could rush it, but that's not effective long term for me, and it risks triggering a previous eating disorder. So I have to do it like quite carefully. So the plan was to do it for over a year and a half to 2 years. Then I would get offered the referral to IVF NHS, and then where I am, the delay, once you get that referral, you used to be waiting a year. Now apparently the delay is so long, it's 2 years for a lot of people. Now if I was taking, say, 2 years of weight loss, then 6 months waiting for the referral, then a further 2 years, that would be, 4.5 years. I'm 32, so that would take me to 36, 37-ish. And they want me, realistically, to be having a hysterectomy around 37. I'm really at high risk of developing this hyperplasia again, and therefore at very high risk of cancer. So the plan is, because of that, and because we don't have time to wait, my partner and I have decided we're going to go private. We're going to go for private IVF. We're looking at a number of clinics, but the 3 that are the front runners at the moment are ARC in Greece, New Life in Greece, and Reprofit in Czechia. So my partner and I, we're getting married in February, and it'll be a little bit after that. We've been together for like 5 years, so we don't have to have that like honeymoon phase of being married. Like, we've basically been married all this time. So we're gonna get married, and then once that's out of the way, we're then gonna very quickly after that get our consultations with each of those clinics, find out the best route for him and for me, and then come together, because basically I've got the problem where there are some clinics I know for a fact won't want to take me on because of my now higher risk of cancer or cancer development. So that's bad for stats, right? So and basically I have to have my Mirena coil out at the last possible moment so that my body doesn't go, oh my god, let's develop a huge amount of lining. So it's, and then there's going to have to be like medication protocols to be arranged and stuff like that. So it's all stuff that I have to discuss with each consultant, and then based on what they say and the feel I get from them, I'll make a decision. I am predicting we'll end up going for ARC just because I just hear constantly amazing things with them, but who knows, like, things happen. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, we're going for private IVF. The choice has been made for us, essentially. I was hoping to have time to, like, lose the weight and get onto NHS IVF, but unfortunately time is now not on our side. The NHS really, basically they said, I would, if I didn't want kids, they would be booking me in for a hysterectomy within the next few months. Like, that's how serious it is, at my risk for it. So, for the hyperplasia. So, they are really wanting me to, the sooner I get it, the younger I get it, the safer everything will be. So, yeah, that's what's happening right now. So at the moment, all the tests are basically done now. I have to have biopsies very regularly now, and scans. I have to have lots of scans and stuff just to keep watching my womb to make sure it's not doing things it shouldn't do. Because the Mirena isn't a cure, it helps, but it's not a cure. So yeah. So the next update will probably be sometime after the wedding, I'd have thought, when we start looking at the consultations procedure and everything. So that'll be sometime end of February, I'd have thought. Okay, bye.